in this exercise, what we are working on is this rib pack to the right. So what happened earlier, just so we can see this together here, is you start in this position such that your pelvis is approximated to the left. So your starting seated position as well as supine is this, right? And what's happening then, we know that your right intercostals, obliques, all of this stuff has a huge stabilizing factor to be able to abduct on your left leg. Okay. So I realized that the sciatic pain is over here on the right. Sorry, not on the left, right? It's all over here on the right. But because what's happening with the sciatic pinch is because you're twisted over this way and destabilized through this right rib cage, that puts a lot of extra pressure. If you think about how the vertebrae are spinning when that's happening, where that sciatic nerve descends out L4 and L5, probably gets it smashed right there. The longer you sit there, the more it does this, right? So I think that when you're sitting and you put this thing under you here, it gets you into a little bit more of this. On the table, when you're lying down, it's going to seem like that pushes you more that way. Yeah. But seated, it's going to be a little different. What it's going to do seated is more of this, which actually pulls you back this way, which is basically what we're trying to do with this rib area, right? So you could not hold this movement before. So you were right here. Okay. Ready to go. Now you can lock that in, right? That's awesome. And then the adduction was the other way. So you could not hold this leg in. Ready and go. And now you've got that all day long too. So the very first exercise, and you can do this anywhere, anytime. We'll do a seated version of it as well, but this is the easiest, best way, is all you're gonna do is split the diff here, right? So again, for the video, this is frontal plane, right? If you were to bend this way and to bend this way, and this is sagittal plane. Okay. So I just want you to split the diff right here, packing this rib in and almost coming up. Yeah, that way more of the work is here and less here. Do you feel a lot of work going on right in this right rib cage area here?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, all in there. You can squeeze that and tighten that. Yep, and you're perfect. You're almost bending. You'll see this in the video. That's beautiful.
And I leave my head as far back as I can?
Yeah, just let it come with the body. You don't worry about straining the neck out or the head out too much. That's great. Okay, and then rest. Good job. And then let's do our seated version. So go ahead and sit up and hang your feet off the edge here. I want to do the seated version so that you know not to break this transverse plane, right? So when you did it seated the first time, you kind of want to twist. So we want to avoid the twist. So I'm going to show you what I mean by this movement here. Cross your arms. Go ahead and cross your arms over your chest.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. And then you're going, there we go. Right? Not this.
Yeah.
And not that.
Yeah.
Good. And then crunch right in there. So a little bit more round.
There we go.
Yeah, buddy. There she is. Good. You feeling on this rib cage again?
Yeah.
Nice job. So then try to find your center of mass. So don't lean right.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. A little bit forward. There it is. And then crunch. Perfect. Now you're not leaning right so far. That's very good. Feeling that burn down in there?
Yeah.
Cool. So if you're somewhere where you can lean into something, like for at home, this won't work on a trip or on a drive, but at home, you can dive into it right here, like leaning into a couch leg, couch arm, table, and so crunch. There she is. Feeling more in this area over here?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. And rest. Good. There you go. So those are the two things that you can do during on the drive in addition to working this tilt that's going to help, right? And then so just to throw this tilt into the video too, let me get it from the side here.
And one thing I remembered is that it felt the best with that water shirt if it was just a little forward.
Yeah.
So my hips.
Well, and so what it's doing, right, is think about this. So this thing, when you put something under it, is pulling this up a little. And look at what we're doing with the rib. It's same position.
Very, very similar.
Yeah, different muscles, slightly different muscles, but same position, right? It's bringing these two closer together,
Yeah.
which is keeping
Mechanically,
you.
as opposed to actually pulling it.
Yeah. So that's a little posterior, find the front. And then don't lean right. So come back to your center of mass. And then just bend. There we go. Right, instead of lean. So I shouldn't be able to dump you over that way. Yeah, come this way a little more, but stay bent. There you go. There you go. That's it. Good job, dude.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a piece of string going diagonally through my body.
Pulling that way. Yeah, sweet, dude.